Hey class, we're back with more numbers in English. So sometimes there is more than one way to say the same number in English. For example, this number is 112 or 112. This number is 1,600 or 1,600. So, which one do I choose? When do I say 112 and when do I say 112? Well, in many situations, both are okay. But sometimes you need to choose the correct one. So let's look at different situations where we use numbers in different ways in English. Our first example is room numbers. This number is 112. And it is very common for room numbers in buildings to have 3 digits. 1, 1, 2. 3 digits. Why? Because the first number, 1, tells me that this room is on the first floor. This is probably room number 12 on the first floor. Room number 12 on the second floor will be 212. Normally, when we say room numbers in English, we take out the word hundred. It is very common to say, my class is in room 112. Her class is in room 212. Maybe his class is in this room. This number is 107, but because the middle digit is a 0, we normally change this word to O. And we will say, his class is in room 107. What about class names? Many times at universities, class names have numbers in them. For example, this class. This is a common name for the first level of English at a university. And we call this class English 101. The second level of English is normally English 102. We normally do not say English 101. We normally say English 101. Sometimes class names at universities have 4 digits, like this class. At this university, this is level 1 English, and this class name is English 1100. If we are talking about the name of a class, we never say English 1100. We always say, my class is English 1100. So, an example sentence talking about class names and class rooms might sound like this. My first language class when I went to college was Spanish 202 in room 234. Then I took Spanish 301 in room 412. The last level of Spanish I took was Spanish 401 in room 334. Our next example is addresses. So, how do we say the numbers in someone's address? Well, addresses in English normally have 3 or 4 digits. So this person's address is 381 Main Street. We do not say 100 when we are talking about someone's address. We do not say he lives at 381 Main Street. We say he lives at 381 Main Street. It is also possible to say each digit or each number individually. He lives at 381 Main Street. This is okay. 381 Main Street or 381 Main Street. Sometimes an address can have 4 digits. So this person lives at 2341 Main Street. Teacher, does everybody live on Main Street? Yes, in this example, everybody lives on Main Street. So, what did I do here? I broke the 4-digit number into 2 and 2. And I said, this person lives at 2341 Main Street. It is possible to say all 4 numbers individually. He lives at 2341 Main Street. But it is very common to break a 4-digit number into 2 and 2 and say, he lives at 2341 Main Street. Okay, streets and highways. Many of these have numbers. If a street has a number, it will have 2 little letters after the number. For example, First Street, Second, Third, Fourth, 5th, or 17th Street. Highways have numbers too. And the highways are going to change depending on what city you live in. So I live in Columbus, Ohio, and the biggest highways in this city are 70, 71, 670, 270, and 315. Did you notice what I did there? I did not say the word 100. Now, 70 and 71, of course, no 100. But I also did not say 100 for 670, 270, or 315. This is common. We do not say Highway 270. We just say 270. 70 and 71 are the biggest highways in Columbus, Ohio. These are interstates. An interstate means that the highway goes through different states. 71 is an interstate. It goes through many states. These are the biggest highways that we have in the US. The names of these highways are Interstate 70 and Interstate 71. But of course, we don't want to say that big long word. So sometimes we shorten it to one letter. You might hear somebody say I-70 or I-71. This is someone who doesn't want to say the word interstate. This is very common. It is also common to just delete the word interstate altogether and say 71 or 70. If you want to leave Columbus and go north, take 670 west to 270 north to 71 north to leave the city. Okay, pounds. Welcome to America. I'm sorry, but normally we don't use kilograms. We use pounds. And just to make it more confusing, this is how we write pounds. So, if you see this number, 12 lbs, that means 12 pounds. How much do you weigh? Well, you can answer that question by saying 170 pounds. Or you can say 170. It is more common for an American to answer that question by saying 170. But it is okay to say 170 pounds. 170 pounds, 170. Okay, teacher, what about years? Well, here's how we say years in English. 1984, 1919, 1661. So what did I do here? I broke the year into two parts, and I said the first two digits together, 19. Then I said the second two digits together, 84, 1984. This is how we say years in English. But wait, what about this year? This year is 1901. Why? Because the first decade of a century is special. Decade? A decade means 10 years. Century? Century is 100 years. The first decade of a century is special. So, this year is 1900. We never say 1900 when we are talking about the year. 1900, 1901, 1902. 1909. The year after 1909 changes back to the normal 2 and 2 way of saying a year. So this year is 1910. Okay, teacher, what about this year? 2000? No. The year 2000 is special. The first 10 years of this century are different. This year is 2000. This year is 2001. No O's for this century. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2009. The year after 2009 changes back to 2 and 2. But this year is also a little bit special because we have two choices now. We can do 2 and 2 and say 2010. But we can also say 2010. So this year is 2019 or 2019, and this year, right now, is 2023 or 2023. Okay, so what does this sound like in real life? Well, here's an example situation. Okay, you're going to start next semester with English 101. That class is in room 234. It's at our building downtown. So from your house, take I-71 South to 270 East to 670 West and get off at exit 3. If you need the address, it's 2471 South Main Street. Good luck. My baby was born in 2021, and when he was born, he weighed 5 pounds. His dad weighs 170. So, quick review. English 101. English 1100. Room 234. Room 401. Interstate 71 or I-71 or 71. 781 Main Street. 231 South Broad Street. 2468 North Main Street. He weighs 220. He was born in 1988. He graduated from college in 2010. Okay, those are numbers in different situations in English. I hope this video helped you increase your English fluency when using numbers in special situations. My name is Sam. I'll see you soon.